मतलब मैं ना चल पाती थी ना उठ पाती थी, बस मैं बेड पे ही, पापा मुझे किसी और डॉक्टर पे दिखा दो। Is just being diagnosed with a disease that has no cure, ultimately causes mental illness, and that was so painful. Hi guys, this is Smriti. I'm a third professional MBBS from Nair Hospital, Mumbai, and in this video, I'm going to talk about my journey that has changed my life entirely, and that journey, of course, is cracking NEET. So this is going to be a probably very long video, so grab some snacks and let's get started. So let's forward it a little bit and go to the end first. That day was in 2019. I gave my exam, and when the exam ended, there is this feeling inside me. There was this adrenaline rush because I was sure that yes, this time yes, I did it. There is no force in this whole world that can say that I would fail this time. My dad came to pick me up and he asked, how was the exam? And I was like, Papa, I did it. When the results came out, my papa asked, what is it? And I just tell him, Papa, I am getting almost all the colleges I always wanted. I am getting 641 out of 720. That was a very good score at that particular time. I gave in 2019, though it is not good score now because the paper level just dropped. And that day my dad went to his work very proudly because he knew he will face his friends, what he has to tell, how he can brag in front of his friends that his daughter just got such a good rank in NEET. The next day my photograph came in the newspaper and I heard from my neighbors. Auntie said, तेरी photo आई थी newspaper में. And मैंने कहा हाँ मेरी फ़ोटो आई थी. एंड शी सेड या तेरी फ़ोटो आई थी, मैंने कट करके भी रखा है, मैंने अपनी पोती को भी दिखाया. एंड दैट जस्ट मेड मी फील सो प्राउड and happy, and believe me, it worth all the struggles I've been through in all those years. Becoming a doctor was never been my childhood dream. I have always been very much interested in science though, and also maths, but specifically to become a doctor I didn't think so. I thought of becoming an astronaut, and to choose MBBS was a very random decision, and let me explain how it happened. When I was in 10th class, I got a random text from one of my friends who was doing IIT from Kota, and he just texted me that you're so intelligent, why don't you come to Kota to study for the medical entrance exam? And I was like, really, Kota? So I instantly googled what is medical entrance exam. I didn't even know about it. Nobody in my known cousins or friends chose medicine as a profession, so I had no idea about it. And neither I knew about this Kota thing, that people actually go to Kota to study for any entrance exam. So then I googled and I got to know about it, and then I discussed it with my dad, and to my surprise my dad instantly agreed. Now why did he agree? Because in my neighborhood there was this Dee who was already doing MBBS from a medical college in Agra, and my dad already was very influenced with this profession, and I never knew of this thing. But when he said yes to me, I was like, really? And you won't believe, in only 2-3 days we went to Kota, and I got admission in Ellen Career Institute in Kota. It was a very big decision because nobody in my family ever went to hostel. I was the first one. So yeah, and then initially like everyone felt very, very homesick there, but with time I started to understand what actually this field and what actually this entrance exam is. Teachers there in institute was so amazing. I literally started to love this whole studies And I actually used to get very good marks in my institute. I used to come in this top 100 in my class. And I remember once sir asked this question of AIMS entrance exam in class, which he didn't even taught, and I just answered it. And sir, as a reward, gave me 100 rupees in front of the whole class, and that was a moment I still cherish. I was so happy that day. And I literally sent that money to home to mama, that sir rewarded this money to me. And my mama was like, keep it safe and don't spend it anywhere. Yeah, so I was doing pretty much good in my 11th class, but when I came to 12, some things happened in my personal life. And I can't really tell about it, but that just changed my life entirely. Even though I have always been the sincere kid who always wanted to do everything right, but then I don't know what happened to me. That was the first time something like that happened to me, and I just couldn't concentrate on studies. I lost all my mental peace. My health also dropped. I had to go to visit to doctor every now and then, and yeah, and my grades suddenly started to drop. Then in my institute, sir called me for counseling, because initially I used to score good, and when my grades suddenly dropped, so that's why he asked me to come for counseling. And I myself didn't know what was happening to me. I literally so wanted to study. I literally so wanted to concentrate on studies. I wasn't like that I would go out with friends or do shopping or just enjoy my life. I wouldn't even do that. I so wanted help at that time. I wish someone was there for me to understand me emotionally. I could have shared that thing with my mom and dad, but I didn't want to share it because I thought that they will get worried, and I didn't want to make them sad and hopeless. And the thing, when I was supposed to study and I actually wanted to do study, and when I couldn't do study, that just made me so sad. I can't tell that feeling. I used to open my books all the time to study, but I couldn't. I just couldn't learn a single word. And then in December, I came back from Kota to home, and I knew what I did in my 12th class. I literally didn't study. I had my board exams coming very soon, and I didn't even know what to write in these exams. I actually thought that I would get fail in even my board exams, but I somehow got passed in that. But I was very much sure that I won't able to crack medical entrance that year. And so yeah, so my first attempt was totally a failed attempt. And I remember when I was in Kota, and initially when I was in 11th class, I used to study good and score good. I used to see some people who were droppers, and I used to feel, no, I would never be like that. I will be able to crack exam in just one go only. And then when it came to me, I didn't able to do that. This is one thing I realized, that to study, the first thing you need is your mental focus, your mental stability. When you are not happy, when you are not happy from inside, you cannot concentrate on studies. At least for me, I have to be happy to study. If I'm not happy, I am a very emotional person. Even a slightest of disturbance can make me lose focus. I really needed some help at that time. I wanted if someone would talk to me. I didn't know this thing, and I realized that what I was experiencing at that time was might be depression, or was surely is depression, because that phase lasts for next 2 to 3 years. And I won't say that it was necessarily because I wasn't able to study. There were many other reasons. And apart from try and how much I wanted to be happy and positive, I couldn't. I just couldn't do that. I might be smiling right now, but that was a phase when I can't explain how it felt. You know, for a kid who really want to do something, we all see everyone and judge everyone. If somebody fails an exam or somebody is not able to do something in their career, we judge them. But what we don't realize is there might be a story behind it. There might be something happen to that person. I'm not saying it's always there is always a reason, but sometimes there could be a reason. There is a story that that person is not able to tell, and that's why he, she, or is not able to crack or do that particular thing which you are able to do. I remember the disappointment on my dad's face when I didn't get pass. I got some medical college, private medical college for BDS, but of course that I didn't want. And so yeah, everybody was so disappointed, even though I knew from the beginning that I won't get pass. But that just made me so so sad. But I didn't give up because deep down I knew that if I would have studied, I would have definitely done it. You know, in such situations, you need your forgiveness first. You should first believe in yourself. Then you can really make anyone believe in yourself. Then I knew, I was so sure that if I would study, I will definitely get. So I went to Papa with very much confidence that Papa, please give me one chance and I will crack this anyhow in next year. My dad had always been with me. He just gave me another chance, and then I started to prepare. After few months, I got chicken pox. Okay, now chicken pox is like everybody get that disease once in their lifetime, it says. So, but nobody in my family got it. So when it happened to me, everybody in my neighbors said don't consult any doctor, because it is this cliche that chickenpox is sammata, and so don't consult doctor, otherwise it will get worse. So my dad and mom are not that superstitious, but because it never happened to anybody in my family, they didn't know and they just believed them. Even I believed them, that I felt it might be like that. Though stupid of me, I was going to be a doctor and thinking like that was a stupid thing. But yes, we all did that mistake. We didn't consult any doctor, and my chickenpox of all the people got worse and severe. And I got these bullous rashes all over my body, all over my face, all over my stomach, everywhere. And these rashes were also hemorrhagic, and then it got worsen and worsen, and then it left pitted scars all over my body. When I looked myself in the mirror, I got so scared of it, because that was looking very bad. Because I couldn't just accept myself looking like that. And it just made me so sad, because I had to prepare for my exam. और टाइम निकलता जा रहा था, मुझे एग्ज़ाम्स के लिए प्रिपेयर करना था, and I couldn't get over that fact that I have got these scars all over my face and body. Then we all decided that we had to consult doctor at any cost, and we decided to go to the best doctor in Agra. I'm from Agra, so it is very difficult to take appointment of the doctor. My dad, I remember that was in winters. My dad went at night, stood whole night in the queue, and finally came in the morning, said that he got an appointment. I didn't tell anybody, but I couldn't sleep whole night that day, thinking that my dad has to do so much for me. But then we finally got an appointment. We were happy. We went to the doctor, and so you might be thinking, yeah, now to sab theek ho jayega. अब ये scars भी चले जाएंगे, you consulted the best doctor. But what happened to me was the opposite. The doctor said that you do not have chicken pox. These scars, this is some other disease. I actually don't remember the name of the disease what he diagnosed me with. But as the disease progresses, patient's whole body gets covered with the hemorrhagic rashes, and then patient get mentally ill, and then finally the patient dies. That disease has no cure. That was a very rare syndrome. He wrote that disease on my prescription with a question mark, implying that it's not a definite diagnosis. But he provided me medication on the basis of that only, and he asked me to follow up every next month. So every next month my dad had to go at night to take that doctor's appointments, stand in the queue whole night and come at the morning, and I couldn't sleep all night. And with that medication my scars weren't getting improved. And also imagine a kid who wanted to study for medical is just being diagnosed with a disease that has no cure, ultimately causes mental illness and scars all over body. How that kid was supposed to concentrate on studies or focus on studies. What I used to do, I don't used to tell what I was feeling, how painful that feeling was for me to anyone, not even to my mama, dad, nobody. I shared it with nobody. I just keep it to myself. I used to open my book and cover my face behind my book and used to cry all the time. That just that time I just don't want to remember anymore. This video altogether is so difficult for me to make, because at that time I just wanted just one person who could understand, who could see what I was feeling, what I was going through, because that moment really was very, I used to feel so lonely at that time. There were a lot of things happening in my family also, and because I took drop, all of my relatives and all of this society, so-called society, used to taunt, used to comment on to my parents that why you allowed her to take a drop. वो बच्चे ही अलग होते हैं जो मेडिकल का एग्ज़ाम क्लियर करते हैं. She won't able to do that. किसी को नहीं पता था. Nobody knew what I was going through. Everybody just saw me with that judgmental eyes. And yeah, it's okay, that's life. People are like that. That's when I decided that when I will achieve something now, I would never ever look back to this society. I would never take any consideration from any people around me, because those people were never with me in my bad times, so they are not allowed to be in my good times. And in the bottom of my heart, I knew that one day I will prove them wrong. And that is a belief you need to have on yourself. If you believe yourself, no force in this world can stop you to achieve what you want to achieve. Please believe me on this. Yeah. So after somewhat like 6 months, we were not seeing any improvement. So we finally decided to go to consult another doctor. And that doctor just said, no, it's not that disease, it is just chicken pox. And oh my god, I was so relieved and so happy at that day, though it was hard for me to believe that doctor, because another doctor said that I would have that disease, and now he's saying some another thing. But still my heart really wanted to believe that doctor only. And then he provided some medication, and after using that medication for just 1 month, my scars were getting improved. So I literally believed that. So that gave me a sigh of relief. How much I can't tell, but this whole thing took my mental peace and my all time. And yeah, my exams came, and again I didn't score good. Because I didn't study. I literally didn't study in that year also. I remember I knew nothing. I scored somewhat like 420 marks that year. And of course, I'm a general category. I wouldn't get any college for that marks. Even before my exam only, I knew I won't able to do this because I don't believe in luck. Luck doesn't work for me. I didn't believe कि ठीक है मैंने थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ा है उससे मेरा हो जाएगा, because I feel if you do not work for something you do not get that. At least I do not get that. I only get anything if I really work hard for that. अगर मेरा लक तो ऐसा है ना कि अगर भगवान सोना बरसा रहे होंगे तो मैं गड्ढे में गिर जाऊँगी और मुझे सोना नहीं मिल पाएगा. So yeah, I don't believe in luck for myself at least. So I was very sure that I won't able to crack NEET exam this year. मुझे तो लग रहा था कि क्यों ही जा रही हूँ मैं एग्ज़ाम देने भी. पर I couldn't tell this to, I didn't have guts to tell this to my mom and dad because they were very hopeful that year that yes, इस बार तो इसका होगा. बट अगेन मैं एग्ज़ाम देने के बाद आई, पापा ने पूछा कैसा गया एंड मैंने कहा ठीक ठीक गया. बट इनसाइड आई वांटेड टू टेल हिम दैट पापा मुझसे नहीं हुआ है इस बार भी, मैं नहीं कर पाई हूँ. बट मैं ऐसा नहीं बोल पाई बिकॉज आई डिडंट वांट टू डिसअपॉइंट हिम एट दैट टाइम ओनली. पर एट दैट टाइम ऑल्सो आई सो वांटेड टू टेल हिम दैट पापा मुझसे नहीं हुआ है, वुड यू स्टिल लव मी. पर मैं नहीं बोल पाई. And then came the next part. I asked, after the results, I asked my dad to take that, Papa, I really want to do it. I want to take another drop. Would you allow me? And पापा ने थोड़े बहुत suggestions दिए, but then he listened to me. He allowed me to give another exam. He gave me another chance. And yeah. But उस टाइम तक तो मेरे अराउंड मेरी सोसाइटी, मेरे रिलेटिव्स ना तो पापा को जीने देते थे ना ही मुझे. तो मैंने तो किसी से बात करना बंद ही कर दिया. नीदर आई यूज्ड टू टॉक टू एनी रिलेटिव्स, नीदर आई टॉक टू एनी any friends. I used to talk to nobody. I cut off my connection with everybody. और उस टाइम तक मेरा मेंटल पीस भी जा चुका था. I don't remember कि मैं अपने 11th क्लास के बाद I really smiled from within. For next 3 years I didn't really smile. I lost that kid inside me after I did that first mistake. Though I deserved forgiveness, पर मैं खुद को ही forgive नहीं कर पाई कभी जो भी मैंने किया उसके लिए. I knew that wasn't my mistake, but still मैं नहीं कर पाई खुद को forgive. मैंने खुद से तो cut off कर दिया, but my papa had to go out, my mama had to go out, they had to face this so-called society. और वो लोग उन्हें हर रोज़ टॉन्ट करते थे, क्यों ड्रॉप दिलवा दिया, नहीं कर पाएगी वो इस साल भी, इससे अच्छा उसे आर्किटेक्ट करा देते क्योंकि वो ड्राइंग उसकी अच्छी है, वो बिल्कुल नहीं कर पाएगी आपकी बेटी. मेरी बेटा देखो वो बचपन से ही बहुत इंटेलिजेंट था. आई रिमेंबर बचपन से आई वॉज ऑल्सो अ वेरी इंटेलिजेंट किड. और सब लोग मेरी फैमिली में मेरा एग्ज़ाम्पल देते थे कि सी बी लाइक स्मृति दी. बट जब मैं नहीं कर पाई तो सब अब मेरे को एग्ज़ाम्पल देने लगे कि ज़िंदगी में कभी भी इनके जैसा नहीं करना, जो भी करना हो फर्स्ट अटैम्प्ट में करना, फर्स्ट अटैम्प्ट में नहीं कर पाए तो मत करना. बट आई वॉन्ट टू आस्क देम कि अगर मैंने उस टाइम नहीं किया होता तो मैं क्या कर रही होती. शायद मैं कर रही होती कुछ और, शायद मैंने कोई और स्ट्रीम चूज़ कर ली होती और मैं कभी डॉक्टर ही नहीं बन पाती, जो मेरा बचपन से तो नहीं पर हाँ 10th क्लास के बाद से ज़रूर ड्रीम था. मैं नहीं बन पाती. शायद मैं अपनी कभी 30s में रिग्रेट करती कि मैंने क्यों नहीं किया, क्यों खुद को मैंने चांस नहीं दिया. वी ऑल डिज़र्व चांस, वी ऑल डिज़र्व फॉरगिवनेस एंड देयर इज़ नो रश कि एक बार नहीं हुआ तो छोड़ दो। हाँ, दिस इज़ आई वुड डेफिनेटली से कि अगर आप मेहनत नहीं कर रहे हो तो ये आपकी गलती है, बट इफ़ देयर आर सम सर्कमस्टेंसेस जिसकी वजह से आप जो करना चाहते हो वो नहीं कर पा रहे हो, तो यू डिज़र्व अनदर चांस, यू डिज़र्व फॉरगिवनेस एंड यू शुड गिव योरसेल्फ अनदर चांस। सो मैंने नेक्स्ट ईयर फिर से सोचा कि नहीं, इस बार तो मैं अब करूँगी। फिर मैंने किया। आई रिमेंबर एग्ज़ाम होता है मई में नीट का। इन अगस्त I studied for 1-2 months, and in August I suddenly started to get backache. इनिशियली मुझे लगा कि ऐसे ही डिप्रेशन वाले फेज से ही बाहर निकलने के लिए एट दैट टाइम ओनली आई गॉट इन्वॉल्व इन फिटनेस, बिकॉज दैट लिटरली गिव मी अ मोटिव, अ विल टू लिव, बिकॉज आई डिडंट वांट टू लिव एनी मोर एट दैट टाइम। एंड हाँ, मुझे ऐसा नहीं सोचना चाहिए, बिकॉज आई वुड नहीं, मैं सुसाइड तो नहीं करती, बट येस, I had no will. I was really very sad. I didn't want to live at that time. And I shared this with nobody. Because I don't used to talk to anybody. मैं किसी से बात ही नहीं करती थी जो किसी को बताती। मैं कुछ ही नहीं करती थी। I wouldn't eat good. I wouldn't dress good. मैं किसी फंक्शन में नहीं जाती थी। I don't remember that I enjoyed my life after my 11th class. I really didn't. अब जो ये मैं फ़ैशन करने लग गई हूँ, दिस इज़ व्हेन आई गॉट दिस कॉलेज। मेरे पास तो फ़ोन भी नहीं था, वो छोटा वाला डब्बा फ़ोन लेके मैं काम चलाती थी, उस पर भी मैं किसी को कॉल नहीं करती थी। आई डिडंट इवन हैव एंड्रॉयड फ़ोन। आई फर्स्ट बॉट इट व्हेन आई गॉट एडमिशन इन कॉलेज। सो फिर उसके बाद क्या हुआ, बैक एक आई थॉट इट माइट बी ड्यू टू एक्सरसाइज, पर वो धीरे धीरे वर्स होता गया। इतना वर्स हो गया कि अब मैं बेड से उठ ही नहीं पा रही थी। मतलब आई वॉज जस्ट स्क्रॉलिंग ऑन बेड, आई यूज्ड टू जस्ट स्क्रॉल ऑन बेड, ऐसे धीरे धीरे स्क्रॉल करके मैं उठती थी। मैंने किसी को बताया ही नहीं था कि तब तक मुझे क्या हो रहा है। एंड दैट वन डे व्हाट हैपेंड, आई वाज वाचिंग टीवी एंड देयर वाज नोबडी एट होम। माय दी एंड मम्मा वेंट आउट टू मार्केट एंड माय पापा वेंट टू वर्क, and I got this severe backache. I can't tell how severe that pain was, because I'm a person whose pain tolerance limit is very high. So that backache was very severe. I just couldn't control. मैंने थोड़ा सोचा कि नहीं है ऐसे ही होगा, बट मुझसे टॉलरेट ही नहीं हुआ। देन आई कॉल्ड माई मम्मा एंड टोल्ड हर कि जल्दी घर आओ, मुझे बहुत बैकएक हो रहा है, मैं टॉलरेट नहीं कर पा रही हूँ, मुझे लग रहा है मैं मर जाऊँगी। फिर मम्मा दीदी घर आए और पापा भी घर आए, एंड दे टुक मी टू डॉक्टर। एंड डॉक्टर ने बहुत देर तक बैठी रही मैं डॉक्टर के पास, एंड देन डॉक्टर सेड कि इट इज़ माइट बी ड्यू टू एक्सरसाइज। ही गेव मी सम मेडिसिन्स, एंड मैंने वो मेडिसिन्स खाना चालू किया। फॉर अ मीन टाइम वो पेन उस दिन के लिए बंद हुआ, पर वो हर रात बहुत वर्स हो जाता था। इतना वर्स हो जाता था कि मैं हर रात बेड में रोती थी, बट मैंने किसी को बताया नहीं था, बिकॉज आई वॉज ऑलरेडी thinking about a lot of things that I didn't do. So I didn't tell anybody about that pain. One night it got very, very, very worse. Sorry. After a month or so it happened. So then we thought, and तब मैंने उनको बताया कि पापा ये 1 महीने से हर रात मुझे ऐसे ही होता था, पर मैं आपको बताती नहीं थी, बट नाउ आई जस्ट कांट टॉलरेट। एंड आई लिटरली bursted into tears that day to in front of Papa. I really don't like to cry in front of anyone, in front of my family, but that day I just bursted into tears because that was so painful.
Ryan Little. Yoga!